10 powerful quotes by Lao Tzu that inspire us to embrace change, live in the present moment, and be the best version of ourselves. Number 1. Do you imagine the universe is agitated? Go into the desert at night and look at the stars. This practice should answer the question. This quote reminds us to find solace and perspective in the natural world around us. Lao Tzu is suggesting that sometimes we can become too consumed by our own problems and worries, and forget about the bigger picture. By going out into the desert at night and looking at the stars, we are reminded of the vastness of the universe and the insignificance of our own troubles in comparison. This practice can help us to gain a sense of calm and clarity, and to realize that there are bigger things at play in the world. Number 2. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. This quote reminds us that life is constantly changing and evolving, and that we cannot control everything that happens to us. Instead of resisting or fighting against the natural course of events, we should learn to accept and adapt to them. When we try to resist change or hold on to things that are no longer serving us, we create unnecessary suffering and pain for ourselves. The key is to let reality be what it is and allow things to flow naturally forward, even if that means letting go of people, situations, or things that we have become attached to. By embracing change and learning to let go, we can find greater peace, joy, and fulfillment in life. This quote is a reminder that life is a journey, and we should try to enjoy the ride rather than always striving for control or certainty. Number 3. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. This quote reminds us that the present moment is the starting point for creating a positive future. No matter what our past experiences may have been or what challenges we may face in the future, we always have the power to create change and work towards our goals in the present moment. By focusing on the present and taking action towards our aspirations, we can turn our dreams into reality. This quote is also a reminder that every goal is achievable, regardless of how big or daunting it may seem. We just need to take the first step and keep moving forward, one step at a time. Ultimately, our future is shaped by the choices we make in the present, so it's important to stay positive, stay motivated, and take action towards our goals every day. Number 4. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. This quote reminds us that true self-confidence and respect come from within, and that we don't need to compare ourselves to others or compete with them to be valued. When we are able to embrace and accept ourselves just as we are, without feeling the need to prove ourselves or seek validation from others, we radiate an inner confidence and authenticity that others naturally respect. By focusing on being our best selves and not worrying about what others think or do, we are able to cultivate healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. This quote is a reminder that we don't need to change or conform to fit someone else's idea of success or happiness, but instead should embrace our unique qualities and strengths, and live our lives authentically and with integrity. Number 5. Be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. This quote reminds us of the power of gratitude and contentment in finding happiness and fulfillment in life. It encourages us to appreciate what we have in the present moment and to find joy in the way things are, rather than always striving for more or focusing on what we lack. When we cultivate a sense of contentment and gratitude, we begin to see the world in a different light, and we realize that we already have everything we need to be happy and fulfilled. This shift in perspective allows us to experience a deeper sense of connection and belonging with the world around us, and we begin to feel that the whole world belongs to us. Ultimately, This quote is a reminder that true wealth and abundance come not from external possessions or achievements, but from within ourselves and our ability to find joy and contentment in the present moment. Number 6. Care about what other people think and you will always be their prisoner. This quote reminds us of the danger of being overly concerned with other people's opinions of us. When we place too much importance on what others think, we can become trapped in a cycle of seeking validation and approval, and end up living our lives according to someone else's expectations rather than our own. This can lead to feelings of anxiety, self-doubt, and a lack of fulfillment in our lives. Instead, this quote suggests that we should focus on our own values and goals, and not worry too much about what others think. When we live authentically and true to ourselves, we are free to pursue our own passions and goals, and we become less affected by the opinions of others. This quote is a reminder that true freedom comes from within, and that we should not allow the expectations of others to dictate our lives. Number 7. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. This quote reminds us of the impermanence of all things in life, and how our attachment to things can lead to suffering. When we recognize that everything is constantly changing and evolving, we become less attached to material possessions, relationships, and other external factors that we may try to hold on to. This detachment allows us to let go of our fears and anxieties, and frees us to pursue our goals and aspirations without being held back by our own attachment. Similarly, when we are not afraid of death, we become more focused on living our lives to the fullest, and are able to take risks and pursue our dreams without hesitation. This quote is a reminder that by embracing the impermanence of life, we can find a greater sense of freedom and fulfillment and achieve our full potential. Number 8. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. This quote means that it's better to do nothing than to be busy doing things that aren't important. It reminds us to be mindful of how we spend our time, and to focus on activities that are truly valuable and meaningful. The quote also suggests that sometimes, doing nothing can be beneficial, as it can help us gain clarity and insight into our lives. The quote encourages us to slow down, be mindful, and prioritize what's really important in our lives. Number 9. Respond to anger with virtue. Deal with difficulties while they are still easy. Handle the great while it is still small. This quote by Lao Tzu is about the importance of responding to difficult situations in a wise and measured way. It suggests that when faced with anger, we should respond with kindness and virtue, rather than reacting with more anger or aggression. The quote also encourages us to deal with difficulties while they are still small, rather than waiting until they become bigger and more challenging to handle. By addressing problems early on, we can prevent them from becoming more serious and overwhelming. Similarly, the quote suggests that we should handle big problems while they are still small, meaning that we should tackle major challenges in a strategic and thoughtful way, before they become unmanageable. Number 10. Ordinary men hate solitude. But the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. This quote by Lao Tzu is about the value of solitude and the ability to embrace one's aloneness. It suggests that ordinary people often fear or dislike being alone, while wise and enlightened individuals embrace solitude as an opportunity to connect with the universe and gain deeper insights into themselves and the world. The quote encourages us to view solitude as a valuable and transformative experience, rather than something to be feared or avoided. By embracing our aloneness, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection with ourselves and the universe, and gain a greater understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel.